Welcome into another edition of the Garden Report, powered by SeatGeek. Make sure to download the mobile app and use the promo code Garden Report for $20 off your first purchase. Welcome inside TD Garden, everybody. Jacob Toby alongside Caleb Burton as the Boston Celtics fall to the Indiana Pacers by a final score of 97-91. They come all the way back from 26 down in the second half, but they could not come back to win the whole game. What went wrong?
Tough start. Honestly, right from the get-go, it was just, I felt like they couldn't get a rhythm going. You know, the threes weren't hitting. They were, from the first half, 29% from the field. I mean, that's really hard. But, you know, you got to give credit to the Celtics when they come back the second half, at least even cutting it and then taking the lead at one point. So, tough start. Even Jaylen Brown in the locker room was saying, you know, it's really hard to come back from a 26-point deficit. So give credit to them when they're able to make their runs, but when you start off digging yourself into a hole, I just think it's a little bit tough to get back.
Victor Oladipo was spectacular tonight. 35 points and 10 rebounds?
Unbelievable.
I mean, the guard has 10 rebounds. That's pretty good. He's an all-star for a reason this year.
Right. I mean, even, you know, Brad Stevens was saying he was just a monster on the boards. You can't, it's hard to beat teams when a guy is going to get a double-double the way he did. So he was definitely a key player for them, and it was just really hard to stop his flow. So. And
Brad Stevens talked about it post-game about the Celtics offense struggling. You mentioned the shooting percentage in the first half that was just dreadful. He mentioned them being a shortcut-type team, taking shortcuts on the offensive side of the ball. That is not good heading into the All-Star break.
Right. And, you know, after listening to Brad Stevens and what he was saying in the press conference, he was just, you know, this is the game moving forward, and he said that they have a lot of work to do. They have a short amount of practice time, but he said that there is enough time to get the flow going and what they have to do for practice. So we'll have to wait and see. And
do you think coming off that overtime win versus Washington last night had something to do with it, a little back-to-back action?
You know, that is the question of the night, and all I can hear is no excuses. No excuses.
That's what he said post-game. That's what Brad said.
Yeah, and Jaylen Brown said it, and, you know, Kyrie Irving said it. It's basically one of those, like, no excuses, but low-key. They did come back late. So I think they have the mindset, and even Brad Stevens was saying that they did have the mindset to tackle tonight. Unfortunately, they just came off to a bad start. So I don't know if coming home late last night was the big deal, but no excuses was the answer. So
no excuses, just like Bill Belichick, right?
Oh, another whole story.
That'll do it here from TD Garden. Make sure to follow CLNS Media on all of our social media. We've got great coverage of the Paul Pierce Day here on Sunday versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, so make sure to follow Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. So for Caleb Burton, I'm Jacob Toby. Thanks for watching the Garden Report.